Hey guys, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Orlando. It's Sunday night. How are you guys? I am doing very well. Little rough on the start there. I hope it wasn't too shaky for you guys. I don't know why I couldn't get it to go live, but I'm good. We're all good. I'm actually multitasking. I have one corner of my eye on the Patriots game, which is playing tonight, and all the rest of my eyes on you guys and my Facebook Live. So I hope you guys are doing well. I always want to say thank you to the folks that joined me. I'm very appreciative. Today we're going to do two things. We're going to make a quick card, and we're going to do a little bit of review on the Stamparatus with a large stamp. So we're going to get started first with the Stamparatus, then we're going to get over to the card making. But just to give you a little sneak peek, these are the colors in our cards. So happy colors tonight. So we're going to do kind of a summary happy card using a celebration set. So if you haven't picked out your favorite celebration set yet, you will have an opportunity to do so. Alrighty, now I'm going to show you two ways to use a large single stamp, or sometimes they're referred to you guys as background stamps, but I'm going to show you two ways you can ink them up. I have a very funny friend who sent me an email about the Stamparatus, and it just cracked me up. She was talking about the Stamparatus, but we're going to talk about the Stamparatus. So if you're going to use a big background stamp like this, an opportunity presents itself. Use a much bigger piece of paper than you need and trim it down. That's the easiest way to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this on here like that. Am I going to do that? No, I'm not going to do that. I always get them backwards, you guys. I should know this. I should know this now. One other thing you notice that I'm doing, you guys, is I'm using two magnets because we really want to make sure this stays on the page. Okay, let's do it the right way. Let's do it this way. And then bring over the acrylic plate, and then that'll just make it stick. Okay, now this part is easy because you've seen me do this a bazillion times. But you put an empty stamp case underneath this to give yourself something to stamp on. Grab whatever color ink you're going to do it and just ink it up nice and juicy. Nice, and get every little nook and cranny. And that will help you have a good outcome on the Stamparatus or Stamparasaurus, whichever you want to call it. And then fold it over. And now this is where I usually use my eraser, which I don't have at my desk. So just use my hands. And I'm, shaking the camera. You guys are probably getting seasick. I apologize for that. Let's see how I did, because I can always go back to it. First time out of the chute. Everything came out. Perfect. That is the beauty of the Stamparasaurus. It is the easiest thing. See how all this came out, you guys? Now, so then, of course, you would put this in the single frame die, and then you'd have all these tags. All right, so that I will save and do later. There's no need for me to do that part. But what if you didn't have a Stamparasaurus? Then what would you do? Well, we sell a big block. I believe it is the F block for large background stamps. So I'm going to clean this one off, and I'm going to show you how to ink up and make to get the best you can out of a background stamp if you don't have the Stamparatus. Okay, let me get all the ink off. And now I think I'm going to just kind of pat that a little bit dry too. So how was your Sunday, everybody? Mine went well. I got a lot of golf because there was a 6-hole playoff, which is amazing in golf. Rarely happens. It's a rarity, and it was super cool. And got in a little football. Got in a little house cleaning. Got in a little, what else did I do? I think that's about it. Didn't even get a nap today. A little grocery shopping. Yeah. Actually, I had a cool thing happen today. Now that I think about it, I did have a cool thing happen today, which I should probably post on this page just so you can see it. A very dear person who is very well connected in the real estate industry came to my house, and she videotaped my house to help other realtors see it so they can show it to their clients. So it was so cool, and she did a fantastic job. Okay, so this is the block. Put it down. Put the block on top of it like that, and it just fits the block. Okay, there's not a lot of grace and mercy. It just fits. Do you see what I mean, you guys? It's tight. Then you're going to turn it over, and you're going to ink it up. And you hear me pounding, and I see the camera shaking, so I apologize. No nail polish tonight. No time for that this weekend. What I had on lasted a day. That was annoying. Okay, now, same kind of concept. If you can, use a bigger piece of paper than you need. So I'm going to take that same size piece of paper, and this is a one-shot deal. Lay it on it. You have one shot. Then you take a piece of scrap paper. Any kind of scrap paper. You lay it over that and you just push all along the stamp. And this is the only other way that I know how to get a good impression of all the words. Now let's see how well I do. I haven't done this in a very long time. Since I've had the Stamparatus, I haven't used my big block like this one for a background stamp for a while. But this is the best way to get the best image. The trick is not to move the paper when you're smushing around like this. That's the trick. So let's see how we did. Actually, really well. Really, really well. Because when you go to use the die, all these extra little spaces that I got ink on won't even show. And you'll have a perfect cutout. Now, let's compare to the Stamparatus and why you need a Stamparatus. So see, it really is quite good. It's not quite as crisp. I must have moved a little bit, so that's a little bit blurry. So this one you probably would not be able to use, but everything else is totally usable. And if I cut these out and put them side by side, you guys probably would not be able to tell which was done with the Stamparatus and which was done with just a background stamp. But for my funny friend, who I love to get text from because she just totally cracks me up, that's how you do it. Okay, that's my little story on how to use a background stamp. I got to tell you guys, I tried for 25 minutes to a half an hour tonight to practice being able to be on camera and then fold the camera down and be able to have you guys see me because I'm having a great hair day. And I thought you'd never see me, and I thought it would be fun just to do a little face-to-face and then fold the camera down. You guys, for 25 minutes. Do you think I could figure it out? No, 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 no. So I need someone to teach me that. I don't know who. I do have one friend that's super good, and I'm going to see if I can pluck her brain because I really need help with that. All right, let's get started with stamping tonight because we don't want to be here all night. This is the stamp set that we're using, Textures and Frames, and it comes from the Celebration. So if you've purchased $50 from the catalog, this is one of the choices you can for a stamp set. And I think this is a hidden gem. People are going after a lot of the other products in the Celebration, which is totally cool. You buy what you love. But I have to say that I really, really like this. And I think this has a lot of possibilities. So I'm going to start with my stamp colors, which is Mellow Mambo, Granny Apple Green, and Daffodil Delight. Okay, let me get those out of the way. And I'm going to need to use a wipe because I'm going to have to clean up in between stamping. So I'm going to start first with my Mellow Mambo. So I'm inking it up, and I'm going to do a stamp like that. I'm going to bring this over here so I don't have to reach across the camera and you guys. You know what? I hope that's the right size. One moment, please. Let me check my paper size. Yes, it is. Okay, phew. I thought I made a mistake. Nope, it's all good. Now we're doing Granny Apple Green. Next, we're going to do Daffodil Delight, which always, you guys, I want to call Yo-Yo Yellow because that's what it was back in the day. And then one more Melon Mambo one more time. Aren't these happy colors? This is a super simple, easy card that you can make tons of and get all of your cards done very quickly. So I'm going to kind of do the opposite on the square, on the outline, just to give it just to give it kind of a funky look. I know I'm on camera because I'm way up here, so I should be on camera. Oh, you guys, I love this card. I have to confess, I love how this card comes out. Ta-da! Fun, huh? And the thing is, every single time you do it, it kind of comes out different, depending on how you angle it and stuff like that. It comes out different. The next stamp set I'm going to use to finish off the card is Biggest Wishes. This is another super, super good stamp set to buy because there's so many words that you can use in so many different ways. I've used the stamp set numerous times on my lives, but you can use it at home. This is a stamp set where you'd buy it and you keep it forever. And it's photopolymer, which means I love it even more because photopolymer are my favorite stamps. So with that, I'm going to take the birthday and I'm going to ink that baby up. Ink that up really good because I want it to be nice. And am I on? Might get on camera. I want it to be nice and solid when I do it. I can't tell if that's solid or not. Doesn't look it. Oh well. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to do, whoops, let's not do it upside down. I'm on camera. Going to do birthday. It might not be real solid. This might have been a good one for the Stamparatus to do it twice to get a good solid look. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to do happy. Right there. Oh, I love that card. So with the stamping done, now it's just a matter of assembly. And of course, the colors, the cardstock that you use makes all the difference. So we're going to do an easy assembly with our cardstock. First, we're going to use the Mellow Mambo. Oops. And you'll notice that I've changed the thickness of the layers. So this is a 1/4 inch around. The white to the Mellow Mambo is a 1/4 inch. But you will see the Mellow Mambo to the Granny Apple Green is 1/8 of an inch. I just wanted you to see a hint of the green. Let me try to get it on straight. Don't be sticking down there now, cardstock, till I'm ready. Let me try to get it on straight. There we go. So you just kind of see a hint around the edge. And then we finished it off with that magnificent yellow. And here, you guys, is a super happy card for summer birthdays. You know what this reminds me a little bit of? A popsicle. Like, can't you picture a stick here and that being a popsicle? Ooh, I can most certainly do that. So I thought this card looked fantastic and I was very happy with it. I've actually made a couple. And I wanted to add some bling to it, but I don't have any current bling in the colors. So I'm going to go back in my stash, which is okay because we have plenty of current bling that you can purchase, or you probably have bling back in your stash that you want to use up too. So this is one of my blings with these little things right here. And I thought that looked really pretty, but I dug way far. Oh, you guys also look at the difference. These were all less. These were 1/8 inch differences, and this was the 1/4. So see how different it looks when you do it with a little bit wider border. And since I used the Melon Mambo twice, I want to make that a little bit more prominent color. So that's one. But another embellishment that I have are these adorable hearts. And I got these, I'm pretty sure I got these on clearance. It was such a great deal. So I strongly recommend checking out the clearance rack. You never know when you're going to get cool stuff. This is going to set off the card just enough. Let me get it on there straight though. Just enough to give it so it's not too flat. Now, is it perfect without it? Yes. Do we care about things being perfect? No. We wanted to give it our best shot and then we're happy. But I just thought it needed just like a little oomph. And so I thought those hearts would work really, really well. And as I said, I got them on clearance, and or even if they're not on clearance, our accessories are pretty inexpensive, like $5 to $8, and you get tons of them and they last for a really long time. So it's worth investing in a couple of cute embellishments because the colors often carry over from one catalog to another. All right, so that's it for tonight, you guys. That's our simple happy birthday card using our Textures and Frames, a freebie stamp set that you can get from Celebration. Now picture this card. Couldn't you do it with the circles? That would look really good too. And I've seen people do this using this stamp and make it in one on top of another for like a plaid. Really, some really fun things out there. Google Textures and Frames by Stampin' Up! And you'll get tons and tons of ideas. All right, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And let me see if there's anything else out there that I need to see what's going on. Oh, Judy says that they were going to stamp with that, but they ran out of time. Well, that's always next week, or maybe not next weekend. I think Shannon is going to need some prayer. I have a dear friend that's going to have a hip replacement, I believe. Oh, I hope that's right, Shannon. So keep her in your prayers this week because she wants to have the best doctor, do the best work, and we want him to be in tip-top shape. So thanks to everyone that came. Remember, around here, we make it and we mail it. So go to my webpage, trishn.stampinup.net, make the purchases that you need to be able to make the cards that you can send out and bless someone's day. That's it, gang. I will see you for another live on Wednesday night. Love you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.